You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Y&R fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your full Young and the Restless weekly spoilers for Monday, August 14th through Friday, August 18th, 2023. We have dated spoilers for every day, and then we've got a few that are undated, and I'm very disappointed to say that we don't have any Phyllis spoilers. We don't have any Chance spoilers. We don't have any Summer spoilers. It's a wedding week. There's other things going on. There's a whole lot of corporate stuff. For me, sometimes I feel like there's so much corporate stuff. I feel like I'm at work when I'm watching it. Like I'm like watching it as a job of sorts, right? I don't know if you guys feel that vibe. All right, let's dig in right away. Monday, August 14th is season 50, episode 221. And we have Victor Newman and Nikki Newman strategizing and talking about their layest mergers. I'm sure this is whatever when Nikki was out of town doing some business stuff, or maybe what Victoria was doing. There's so much business. I need a memo. I need a memo from Newman Enterprises to keep us up on all of this. But that is going to devolve, I believe, into what we see on the promo that is for next week, but we don't have dates for the official promo stuff. But Nikki is telling Victor that Nate and Audra are a problem. And this is all down to what Adam is doing with basically blackmailing Audra, and she's in turn pressuring Nate to get Newman Media under the Augustus umbrella. And that all kind of blows up this Friday, where Nikki becomes really suspicious and Victoria says the deal is dead. And now Audra is completely desperate, and Adam's going to tell her find another way to do it. So then going into Monday, Nikki brings all of those suspicions to Victor. All right, before we dig into Tuesday spoilers, if you haven't already, we'd love it if you reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Y&R updates, spoilers, comings and goings, news, and more. Tuesday, August 15th on Young and the Restless is episode 222 of season 50, and we have Victor losing patience with Adam Newman. That feels like it could be any spoiler for any week, for any episode where Adam was alive. As long as he was alive, he has been annoying Victor into losing patience. What I feel like is that Victor may realize that Adam is behind this push to get his hands on Newman Media when he already told Adam back off of Newman Media, and Adam promised Sharon and Nick that he would. And of course, Adam's going to do what Adam's going to do, and it is not about backing down. We also have another spoiler for Tuesday. Victoria forces Nate to come clean. She smells a rat with his whole willingness to hand Adam Newman Media when he knows that she wanted Adam out of there and doesn't want it under his control. And after the big family meeting, she and Nate were talking about how, we've got Nick out of the company and Adam's going to burn his bridges, and then everything's going to end up with us, and then he's changing course. So her question is, why? Why are you doing this? And I do think definitely he is going to rat out Audra and Adam. And I am certain that Victoria is going to go tattle to daddy, because that is what she does. Midweek on Young and the Restless, Wednesday, August 16th is episode 223. And we have Audra seeing a new side to Kyle Abbott. So that's kind of interesting. I wonder if, she's seen all the other sides of him, naked at the GCAC. So I'm not sure what side of him she hasn't seen yet. Upside down. I'm assuming, therefore, that it is work-related. And so I wonder if she is going to tell Kyle about what Adam is trying to do to her and how she's being leveraged. It will be very interesting if she confesses her former bad deeds to her new honey and see what he says. Also midweek, Victoria changes the rules. I don't know if this is the rules for her and Nate's relationship, or the rules for Audra, or she goes to Adam, or she tells Victor she's changing things. Who knows? Because then on Thursday, August 17th, which is season 50, episode 224, Victor delivers bad news to Sally Spectra. And that has me wondering if Victoria pitches a complete and total fit about this design initiative that Victor was setting up for Sally and just says, I don't want it in the company, and he caves. It seems weird that Victor would cave, but I'm trying to figure out what kind of bad news Victor could possibly have other than you're not going to be working here. It's really weird because Eric Braeden did a little video on Facebook where he talked about recent scenes that he was doing with Sally actress Courtney Hope, and those are to air later this month. So that feels like that they'd be at work together. So interesting to see, because he was the one who came and made the offer. And I don't think that Victor would necessarily let Victoria completely rescind his offer, but we shall see, because he lets her get away with absolute moida. Okay. Also on Thursday, Nick and Sharon make a very important decision. I wonder if that important decision is to corral Adam, fire Adam. I don't know, because by now they have to know that he is trying to get Newman Media after he promised them to behave. They were confident that they could work together and rein him in and get him to behave, and he's just not behaving, which is typical Adam. That's what we like about Adam, right? We also have Nate taking Victoria off guard. So I don't know if this is maybe her changing the rules is about their romantic relationship, because remember, they've both not talked about love. They've talked about enjoying working together, enjoying, rustling the sheets together. So maybe they've decided to actually make a real relationship of this. I don't know. All right. Friday, August 18th, season 50, episode 225. Chelsea Lawson's parenting skills are being tested. And of course, this is about her son, Connor Newman. Remember, he was super upset that his dad was having a baby with Sally. It's not that he disliked Sally. It was just a lot of change for him, because he found out that Johnny Abbott was his brother. And then it's like, okay, and here comes another sister. And he was kind of freaking out. And then, of course, the baby died. And then we didn't see a lot from Connor after that. So I wonder if he is going to be feeling some kind of, we had hypothesized at the time, and then they just never had any scenes for him. So what I am wondering is if he might be feeling guilty, thinking that he somehow put out negative thoughts in the universe because he didn't want this baby in his life, and that's why something happened to the kid. I don't know. I do know that Melissa Claire Egan is going to be off the screen very soon, because she gave birth in July to her adorable son, Jake Catrasar. And because the baby came a couple of weeks earlier than was expected, I feel like there's going to be more of an abrupt ending to her time. Like maybe she has to leave and then make a video call in to explain, oh, I suddenly got called out of town. We'll see how it plays out, but she's on maternity leave. We also have on Friday, Diane Jenkins proving herself to her new husband, Jack Abbott. That will be interesting to see. All right, we have a couple of undated spoilers that I want to share with you. But if you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Young and the Restless spoilers and news. If you enjoyed these weekly spoilers, click us a thumbs up, a like. We appreciate that. And be sure to drop your comments. We love your comments. We appreciate you watching. We read every one of the comments. We reply to them when we have time, but we definitely read them all, and we so appreciate you interacting with us. Okay, so our undated spoilers. One is more interesting to me than the other, so I'm going to share the less interesting one first. We're going to save the best for last. Ashley Abbott has some wedding day yips. She's a little nervous, and she's talking about, oh, it's not my first wedding. Abby says, you don't have to go through with this, but Ashley decides that she will, and she marries Tucker next week, but we don't have a firm spoiler on the date yet. Hopefully we'll have that information soon, and we will update you. Our last spoiler, which is my favorite, is about Sally and Adam. Sally stops by Adam Newman's new apartment with a housewarming gift. Remember, she went from blaming him for she wanted Nick, and then she blamed him for the death of their child. And then she was like, I don't want anything to do with you. And she's softening up. And now here she is, and she's at his door. And this gives me so much hope for the future, because I'm a huge Sally and Adam shipper. A lot of people aren't. That's just my ship. So, okay, thank you for listening. And we will have 2-week spoilers for you, comings and goings, and a lot more Y&R action. Keep coming back to the channel. We'll have lots more content for you. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast. because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.